Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Desk Live. All right, it's your guy one more time, Dedrick L, Hicks Jr. And I'm one half of your sportsologist, senior sportsologist, Dedrick L, Hicks Jr. Black will be joining in just a second. All right, but we're here. Oh, hold on, I got my TV all loud. It's just super unprofessional. But we are here. We are here for the NFL preview, the NFL preview show 2023. We'll have Black on in a second. I'm gonna send the link out to Mr. Eric Kroom if he was a part of last night's uh, show. You know, Eric had a lot of valiant efforts and points about things that he was you know feeling about Trevor Lawrence, but we'll get started for sure. But if you're watching this on the playback, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. All right, hit that thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So we have a heavy amount of topics. So like I said, Black will be joining in just a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and kick off the show. Appreciate everybody who is taking the time out to watch us tonight. All right, as we get ready to talk about a very anticipated NFL season, a lot of fun, a lot of big time storylines. The New York Jets are taking a lot of the headlines. Of course, you have your Cowboy talk. What are the reigning defending Super Bowl champions going to do with the Kansas City Chiefs? Just a lot of different storylines. So we're going to be picking division winners. We're also going to be talking Super Bowl predictions. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. So we had a great time last night for the first ever edition of the Sports Desk Live. We'll keep getting better and better and better. So we appreciate you guys rocking with us. So people in the chat, all my people in the chat, you guys showed up last night, man. Y'all had a good time. And, we enjoyed seeing all of the banter and the camaraderie. And, when you're talking with sports, man, everybody thinks that they're right. Everybody thinks that they are right. Everybody thinks that they are correct. All right. So that is the beautiful thing about sports. But if we could just keep it tasteful and we could keep it cool in the comments, that'd be good as well, because we want our show to be a place for everybody. All right. So stay away from no personal vendettas. And if you're sensitive and you can't handle the intensity that could, show up here, hey, this might not be the show for you. I'm just going to keep it real. So shout out to everybody on YouTube showing love. Hit that thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and kick the show off. So, man, we just can't seem to get away from Mr. Dylan Brooks, man. Mr. Dylan Brooks. So we're going to go ahead and open up with some quick takes for the Sports Desk, man. And we're going to get to talking about Mr. Dylan Brooks. So I'm going to run this clip. So Canada, FIBA basketball, international basketball players going on right now. Teams are trying to qualify for the Olympics. And a lot of teams have. The U.S., even though they lost to Lithuania yesterday, which was, by God, a natural disaster in itself, Canada has a nice team going on. They got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. They got Dylan Brooks. They have R.J. Barrett. They got a nice, healthy crop of NBA talent. So they could be a formidable opponent for sure, in the Olympics. But Dylan Brooks got tossed today. He was talking trash, and he had a pretty decent game today. I got the clip, man. And matter of fact, I was in the gym, and I see Dylan Brooks gets tossed from a FIBA game. But this is what Dylan Brooks, he was talking trash. I can't pronounce none of the players that he was beefing with on the floor. But here's Dylan Brooks at his antics again. Gonna load up this clip, man, and just show you this guy.
Look at Dylan Brooks in the tunnel, waiting for his teammates to come back. I assume they said the
So yeah, man. There's Dylan Brooks. Let me run that one more time.
Look at Dylan
Where did he get
Brooks
boxing gloves from? Where?
in the tunnel, waiting for his teammates to come back. I assume they said the
This man can't help himself. He's a showman of the highest order. He is going to show up and show out. He's well documented on what his energy was towards LeBron James in the first round of the NBA playoffs last year. Very well documented. Now, me for one, I personally don't have an issue with Dillon Brooks, the way he went about things. It's cool. But listen, Dillon Brooks got paid in the offseason. No matter what you think about him, Dillon Brooks got paid. The Houston Rockets brought him in for $82 million. So somebody out there love Dillon Brooks, and that person is the Houston Rockets. So he is going to have a plentiful career in the NBA. He is going to be a starting guard in the NBA for the Houston Rockets. So his antics, I'm not a fan of, but I don't have a problem with it. Actually, I was hoping my Lakers would give him a call. But I believe they were in negotiations with him, but it just didn't work out as such. All right. But Dillon Brooks back at it with his antics yet once again. So appreciate everybody in the chat showing love. Amplo was the first one to drop a comment saying, let's go. Got my pops in the building for sure. Say Bosa got paid. Yes, he did. We're getting ready to talk about that in just a second. My guy Kyler in the house, that hat, I know you love it, man. Just let me know what size you need, what color you like. I know deep down inside you want to let them sorry Giants go. All right. But I can definitely hook you up, man, with the cap. Let me know, Kyler, for sure. All right. Yes, please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. We got my baby love showing some support. We got some family in here showing support as well. What's going on? We got Freddie Bricks in the building. More family showing love. We appreciate you guys for sure. Let's see. My pop say Brooks is a bum after King James gave him the business. Yeah, but he got paid. You can say what you want to say, but he got paid. All right. Great job, fellas. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thank you. And we got one more comment right now. He's garbage. Okay. King James didn't want him there. Disrespectful. Well, I don't think Dillon Brooks want to be a Laker because $82 million said so. The rumor was Dillon Brooks was being offered $40 million and I think it was $40 million deal and like a low $30 million deal, but the Rockets really wanted him. All right. And they gave him $82 million. So I think that's the reason why he wasn't a Laker. I'll tell King James, I'll holler at you too to go get that $82 million for sure. All right, man, let's go ahead and get back into the topics. As I've stated already, for sure, this is the 2023 NFL preview show. And, the NFL season is just a lot of fun. All right, so let's get back into it here. Nick Bosa of the San Francisco 49ers. He held out all camp long. And he wanted his money, and Defensive Player of the Year deserves his money. So Adam Schefter dropped this tweet earlier today. Sources: Nick Bosa has agreed to a 5-year, $170 million extension with the San Francisco 49ers, including a $122.5 million guaranteed. I mean, when he signed that contract, he got it. So Nick Bosa is by far, if not the best defensive player in the National Football League. He is by far top 2, top 3, top 5, and he definitely deserved his money. So as soon as the ink wasn't dry yet on the contract, and he had $122.5 million in his bank account. Now the San Francisco 49ers are going to be formidable. They're going to be a real presence, and they're going to be something to deal with, man. I have my questions about the 49ers. And Brock Purdy, there's tape on the young man. There is tape on the young man. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't know if Brock Purdy is going to be able to sustain. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to sustain. I'm not sure. So we're going to watch out close, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. Like I said, Black should be on in just a second here. We will bring him in and we will get going. So thank you for everybody watching the Sports This Live, our second episode. Our first episode is documented. You can watch it right after this. We had a lot of fun, and we're gonna keep it rocking. All right. Let's see. Kyler says Nick will be making $34 million a year. Freddie Brick says, I was hoping the Jazz got him. Wasn't no chance Jacksonville was gonna pay up $122.5 million to get Old Joey. All right, we got my guy Black in the building. What's going on?
What's up, my guy? How we doing today, man?
Hey, we are doing pretty good. Everything good with you today?
Yeah, man. Everything is lovely, man. Happy to be back on Sports Desk Live.
Absolutely. Well, just to recap you, Black, I talked about one of your favorite players in the NBA, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks had some antics that he showed at the FIBA tournament, getting kicked out, and he was standing in the tunnel with some boxing gloves. Did you see that clip earlier?
Yeah, I seen the clip when he got kicked out the game. He said something to Luka, and they kicked him out.
They told him
with the boxing gloves.
Yeah, just a joke, man. Just a joke. And then we just talked about Nick Bosa getting paid. We talked about his contract. Nick Bosa, the highest paid defensive player in the NFL by far, 122.5 guaranteed $1 million, 133. I believe that was the total. 170 million was the total, 122.5 is what Mr. Bosa is getting. Do you think Mr. Bosa is worthy of that contract? Do you feel like the 49ers had no choice just but to pay up?
Yeah, they had to go ahead and pay up. Well-deserved money by Bosa. You know, he's been one of the most dominant players in the league for the past couple of years now. And yeah, I think he should have had his money, but you know, well-deserved money on his part. He got a whole bunch of it. He wanted to be the highest paid defensive lineman. Now he is. So shout out to him. Shout out to the 49ers for getting it done, man, because they owe a lot of money next year, a whole heap load of money next year.
Yeah.
But shout out to them for getting the deal done and not having to trade Nick Bosa to somewhere else.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the 49ers, and with them giving Bosa this money and what you said going into next season, they're gonna be dealing with some real financial issues. And is their window closing? The 49ers window has been open for almost 3 years now. They've been to two out of the last 4 NFC championship games, so they've been knocking at the door. But their window could be closing, man, with all this money they having to give out. Now they caught a break with the Brock Purdy situation because he won't be due no money no time soon. But players are getting a little older. They starting to dish out a little cash. But we'll talk about the 49ers.
Yeah, it's all the others. Debo, Trent Williams,
right?
Free, Hargraves, if I'm not, I think that's his name. Hargraves, the D lineman.
A lot of skill position, yeah.
A lot of skill position players, and some of them trenches players are owed a lot of money. And I ain't talking about a little bit of chump change, because this is what took San Francisco so long, because they had to figure out with all that money they owe next year, how could they get that deal done? And I guess they found their way to, getting it done.
Well, John Lynch is a wizard, one of the best GMs in all of football, and he's been able to keep the San Francisco 49ers upright for quite some time. So, we're going to have to really see what he can do with that. But we'll get into the 49ers in just a second. All right, Black, this weekend, UFC 293, the king, the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC currently, even over John Jones, as some say. I don't think that. I think Adesanya is number 2 compared to John. Adesanya versus Strickland in New Zealand. This weekend, it is going to be a homecoming for the last Steinbender and Adesanya. What are you expecting with this fight? And give me a quick prediction.
Well, man, John just said about a couple hours ago, 1 + 1 is 2. He see himself knocking this guy out. He said this guy don't have the mindset. He don't have the tools that he need to be Adesanya. I expect Adesanya to get this guy out of here. I'm gonna say it go 3 rounds, TKO. Adesanya retains.
For me, man, these are the types of fights that worry me with Adesanya. I don't know how is he gonna get in his own head. Is Adesanya going to take it serious? Is he going to try to put on the show? He's so unpredictable with his performances, man. We see it from time to time, but I think he learned the lesson when he lost his title just 2 fights ago by Pereira, and he got it back by a devastating knockout fashion. So I'm going to hope that he takes this lesson that he learned from losing his championship, regaining it, and keeping that dialed in focus, man, and just really getting these guys out of here. You know, we see so many times, yeah, you got to be a showman in the ring to attract that audience, a la Conor McGregor, Anderson Silva. You get guys like that who can put on the show, but everyone has paid the price for trying to put on the show. They paid the price, and I hope Israel is kind of done with that when he's in the cage and just handle his business and continue to challenge John Jones for that pound for pound ranking. I also agree with you. John Jones, him being number one, this might be his last fight. So Israel, the crown is for the taking, but I think he takes care of Strickland in 4 rounds. I think Strickland will really give some tough challenges due to his power. This is a strong man with knockout power in his left and his right hand. I'm not sure he's going to be able to grapple and wrestle and get Izzy down to the ground to kind of slow down the fight. But on the feet, I'm taking Izzy every time. But I think he's going to present some challenges. I think Adesanya gets him out of here early 4th round.
I just real quick. I think Izzy has learned his lesson not to mess around.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I know anything can happen, but he's one of the fighters that I believe, you know, having to go through getting stopped, then having to fight the same guy back again, and then knocking him out. He knows that he can't mess around with these fighters now. And Strickland, he's a good fighter, D, but he ain't on the same level as.
No, he not. But like me and you know, right? Any given Saturday, any given fight, anybody can be beat.
Yeah.
And we've seen that time and time again. That's why MMA is such a more popular sport than boxing, because you get the fights, you get the mega fights, you get the fights that are supposed to happen, you get the dream fights, you get all of that. But if you don't see that left foot come across your chin, or that overhand right come across you, or somebody get a hold of that ankle and make you tap out, there's so many different things that can happen in an MMA fight. So we're going to find out this weekend if the style bender Israel Adesanya to continue his reign as middleweight king in the UFC. We got a couple comments here. My pop said, "Black, what's up, baby?" When you was coming into the building,
going on, man?
Yes, sir. Alan says, "What you think Michael going to get paid, or is he going to take a hometown discount?" No, sir, he is not going to take a hometown discount. He is going to break Jerry Jones's pockets, and he should. This is going to be his first contract. You're talking about one of the most ferocious and versatile and young and talented defenders in all of the National Football League. So he will not be taking a hometown discount. He is going to take Jerry Jones for every penny and every dime that he has, that he can get, and he should do that. Jerry got more than enough money.
and me personally, I think he's going to be your next highest paid defensive player at some point.
Well, that's going to be tricky because Bosa's defensive player of the year. Micah's coming off a rookie contract, so I don't know if he's going to match that. I don't know if he's going to match that coming off his rookie deal. Bosa got $122.5 million.
He did
guaranteed.
But I know he's not the defensive player of the year, but
he's not
a guy. He's a game wrecker. He's a game changer.
He is. He gonna get $100 million.
Like, and then if the market said, do you always say that the market? You can't help what the market is. You can't help it.
Well, it's a little bit more tricky if you got accolades.
Yeah.
That's why you see guys in the NBA get these 200 like Jaylen Brown, $298 million. Well, all NBA All-Star.
Let's see if he can snag him a defensive player of the year this year.
Hey, he's going to be in the running. He's going to be in the running for it.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the running for it. So, yeah, I don't think he takes a discount at all, okay? What else we got? Freddie Brick says he's going to be the highest paid player in the league. I don't know about in the league because quarterbacks is king. So whoever's next, there's a guy down here in Jacksonville that's about to be paid, and there's a guy up in Cincinnati that's about to get paid too.
And they dropped news today. They're trying to get Burrow's deal done as soon as possible.
Rumor is this deal is going to be explosive.
We talking about Joe
Burrow's deal. So I feel you on that, Fred, but you know, like I know quarterback money, that's a different type of money. That's a different type of money. All right, last quick take that we have. Black, you know, I hate when you have people come out and they say highly touted college football players who can go number 1 in the draft, they could come back to school. Now, I'm going to play this clip of this young man who is a special individual. And let's take a look at Caleb Williams, his ability and what he has.
Williams was looking there, closed off.
Look at this kid, man.
Boy, that
look at this kid.
On a swivel. It is really
Look at this. Look at this.
And now a touchdown throw to Brendan Rice.
Come on, man. Now, does that look like somebody that's going to leave $70 to $80 million
No way.
on the table? Does it look like it?
No way.
Does it look like it? I'm asking. Anybody out there? Matter of fact, stay tuned. Let's watch the play one more time.
Washington in the slot.
Look at this kid, man.
Why you doing him like that, my boy?
Look at.
Really impressive. And now a touchdown throw to Brendan Rice.
Yeah, so
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does he give you? Do you see the same type of traits in Kyler Murray? Do you see those in him? Because Kyler Murray did a lot of moving around in the pocket, really fast, can make things happen with his feet. I mean, just throwing crazy balls and extending plays. He doesn't give you a feel like Kyler Murray. We see that he's a bigger body guy than Kyler Murray, but he don't give you those feels as a Kyler Murray in college.
No, because Kyler Murray had to do those things.
Okay.
Caleb Williams does not. He can beat you running you over. He can beat you running by you. He can beat you with the big arm. He can see over the defense. I get what you're saying. I understand the question because of what Kyler had to do. But Kyler has to be a magician in the pocket because he's so small.
Okay.
When you're 6'4", 230, 40 pounds, and you're moving around like a locomotive back there in the pocket, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And there's nothing nobody can do about it.
But nobody couldn't do nothing with Kyler.
Well, we're talking about the quarterback position when you are as big and as strong as Caleb. I get what you're saying. It's a plus that he can move. It's a plus. Now, Kyler's way faster than him, but it's a plus that Caleb can move. It's a plus. It's a plus. But I get what you're saying, though. But his father has came out and said if the situation is not the situation that they want it to be, then there's a great possibility that he could return to USC. No, he's not. And NIL money is good money. Caleb Williams is already a millionaire. It is rumored that he is making around $4 to $5 million this year in LA, being out there with Dre Beats, and he got the Wendy's deal. I mean, he has a bunch of deals out there. So he is rumored to be making around that $4.5 to $5 million salary. But $78 million at signing.
Yes.
At signing. We just talking about your NFL contract. There's no way that he goes back to Southern California University.
No way.
He will be in an Arizona Cardinals uniform next year. He will be in who's another trash team in the league this year that ain't got no quarterback. He might be a Houston Texan next year.
He ain't gonna be a Texan.
Oh, I don't believe in CJ Stroud, so I was taking the shot.
Oh, dang, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, Caleb Williams going to be in the NFL next year as the number one overall.
I can see him in Arizona. I can see him in Arizona and Kyler ending up somewhere else.
Yeah, I do too. I think Kyler got hurt. He got his money. But here's the thing, man. Kyler and Cliff Kingsbury came in as a package deal. Cliff Kingsbury is gone. He is now on Lincoln Riley's staff at USC.
Yes.
So what kind of market is Kyler Murray exactly going to have? But that's another topic for another time. Let's get caught up on these comments. We got Mr. Moodham Chains down in the green room. Rashad, hit them headphones. Take them headphones out because you was blowing people's speakers yesterday on the show with the headphones. Take them out. Take him out. I'm about to bring Rashad in just a second, but let's get caught up on some comments here. My pop says, what y'all think Chris Jones for Kansas City going to get? He is going to get broke off. Man, this one is a little different for me. Chris Jones is not a defensive player of the year. Chris Jones is not. He's the most valuable piece for the Kansas City defense, but Andy Reid not playing around.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Andy Reid today, and Andy Reid ain't playing around.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andy Reid is digging. He's dug in, and Chris Jones going to come back on the contract that he has by week 7. Because if he don't come back by week 7, guess what? Money down the drain for him. And he will be traded at some point in time. I think Andy Reid is displeased because Chris Jones got a deal the year before last. Let's talk about that too. He just got paid. Chris Jones just got paid. So now Bosa want to lead the Bosa is the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
He's not. Chris Jones is not. He's not. So I think Andy Reid gonna stick to his guns. And I think he gonna have to make a decision. Does he let those paychecks go down the drain? Or does he get his act together, get back to KC, possibly win another Super Bowl, and then he can get traded at the end of the year because he won't be in Kansas City after this year.
Yeah.
He won't be in Kansas City. What you got on that, Black?
Yeah, and I think he's making a huge mistake. I agree with you. He's going to start losing game checks too. So
yes, he is.
That's going to get very, very ugly. Like
yes,
you playing hardball at the wrong time. So
at the wrong time.
At some point, he's going to have to show up and get back on that field, or this thing can really get ugly. Or like you said, D, he could get traded.
Absolutely. All right, man. We're going to bring in Mr. Moodham Chain like he's still getting situated. Give me the thumbs up if you're good, bro. Okay, let me bring him in. Okay, Mr. Moodham Chains is in the building. Rashad, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man? I don't know what's going on with my camera, y'all, so I'm going to just have that mug like this here because I don't know why it ain't flipping.
I know why, but we can just worry about that later. I know why. We can worry about it later. Rashad, how you doing today, my man?
Trying to do all right, man. I've been rushing like a mud trying to get on with y'all boys, but I'm here now.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Yeah, yesterday, man, I ain't get a chance to talk to you, man, but the headphone game was weighing out people's speakers.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you, bro, I got my quick story. I got my car fixed yesterday, left my regular headphones in there, got some headphones from about 3 years ago, charged them up. So that's why they was like that.
Yeah, them things was bamming like some bass in a brand new Chevy, my boy.
Bro, they was awful. I went back and listened to the episode and I was like, oh my God.
No, I'm just messing with you. It's all good. All right, man. We're gonna keep it rolling, man. We're about to get into the NFL preview, man. We're gonna go through some comments, man, and then we're gonna head over to get this thing started. All right. Papa Gary in the house. He says, can you imagine what Trevor's gonna get when it's time? Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of money, $200+ million quarterback money. So the Jacksonville Jaguars got plenty of it. So they'll be good to go. They'll be good to go for sure. Kyler says 50 million is quarterback money. Yes, it is. Daniel Jones gets 40 million. Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
I almost threw up in my mouth. Think about it. I got an upset stomach. And Kyler, what you doing on here anyway? I thought I blocked you. I thought I blocked you, Kyler. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, man, quarterback money is crazy. Freddie Brick says, I think he stayed because of the NIL to get him paid, referring to the USC quarterback. Just lost his name just now. Caleb Williams, no, sir. Yeah, no, sir. He's out of there. All right. Ahmad Karn says, hell no, he ain't Kyler. In a good or a bad way? What you mean by that? I'm guessing you mean it in a good way. Good way. My boy Eric, what's up with you? Let me tell you what's up, fellas.
Yo,
what's up with you, bro? You good? Let me know if you good, bro. Let me know if you good. We got my boy Juke in the house. What's going on, Freddie Briggs? I think he stayed because of fine women and college schedule. Fred, what you all right over there? That's like Trevor Lawrence coming back to school.
Bro, he gonna have fine women wherever he go, bro.
Exactly. That's Joe Burrow. That's Joe Burrow going back to school. Fred, that man ain't going back to no Southern California University. Okay. Papa Gary say Williams is coming out. No doubt. Absolutely. I agree. Allen, I got Caleb against a SEC team that's trash when it comes to defense. I don't know what you're saying there, man. I got to Caleb against a SEC team. Clear that up for me, bro. Juke says it depends on what number pick and draft next year. He gonna go number 1 this year and next year. Like, Caleb Williams is the best player in college football right now. I get all the love and hype for Travis Hunter and everything, but Caleb Williams, quarterback, going to the NFL, number 1 pick this year and next year.
Do you think Drake May could give him a push?
I do not.
Okay.
That was a quick answer for me. Next.
Okay.
No.
I mean, does anybody disagree?
No.
I think Drake May can throw for 6,000 yards this year, 50 touchdowns and 2 picks, and Caleb Williams will still be the number 1 pick.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can't teach 6'4", 240 pounds,
You can't?
rocket arm, legs. You can't teach it. Charisma. He has. Look at him on the commercial. He done cut the fro down. He looked like somebody now. You can't teach that. And the organization, they gonna want to be cheesing while he holding that jersey when he the number 1 pick next year. Pretty Big says, and that boy, Alabama boy, and Alabama, I don't know what Fred talking about, and that Alabama boy trash. Alabama boy. Oh, the one who played Saturday? Oh, who you talking about Saturday? Oh, he talking about who's the number 1 pick this year? Bryce? Who you talking about? Bryce?
Oh,
Yeah,
talking
he
about Bryce
probably
Hill.
talking
Yeah.
about Bryce.
Fred, clear that up. Who you talking about? All right. Let's say Juke say Kyler ain't leaving Arizona. If they the number 1 team in the draft, Kyler will be leaving Arizona for Caleb
Yes,
Williams.
he will.
He will be on another team next year for sure. Juke saying was good. Tampa Bay going to get him. Tampa could be the number 1 pick in the draft next year for
Could.
Caleb Williams. That's another team for sure. Juke said, do you think the ACC is open? Huh? Do we think the ACC is open because Clemson lost?
No,
Juke, did you not watch local television on Sunday night? Rashad did. Rashad watched
I was
local
in the
television.
VR.
Juke, let me explain something to you, brother. The Florida State Seminoles in the ACC. We're the number 4 team in the country. You heard me? So, yeah, the ACC. No, the ACC ain't open. It belongs to them boys in Tallahassee. Moving along. All right. Crew and Chris Jones should get paid, but not higher than Bosa. Okay. I don't got a problem if he get paid, but he ain't getting no Nick Bosa money.
No,
And I hope he know that.
I give Parsons Nick Bosa money before him.
Yeah, I feel you. He said just took his son out for a walk just so I can have free time to educate y'all boys. Let me know when you're ready, bro. Let me know. King Quest, Bryce going to get hurt. I don't wish that on him, but we'll see. Alan, I got to see Caleb against SEC team because the Pac-12 defense is trash. I don't agree with that. Are you a Gator fan or you're a ACC, SEC homer? Let me know about this whole thing here.
I know who that is. He used to be an Alabama fan. He
did?
be.
He used to be?
He's a Buff now. He's a Buffalo. He's a Colorado Buffalo fan now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't agree with that, sir. He doesn't have to go up against an SEC defense to validate him being the number 1 pick in this upcoming draft. He is by far, in my opinion, the most talented quarterback in college football for sure. Yeah. All right. Juke says he's a hurricane. Y'all got to see us, man. Please, Juke, holler at me. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Hey, listen, man. We got how many people we got watching? We got 18 people watching, but we only got 7 likes. Y'all take the time, hit that thumbs up. It take a half a second, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit that thumbs up for us. It helps push the show out to other algorithms and give other sports fans who might not know about us a chance to watch us. So people who are watching, hit that thumbs up for us, man, and we are definitely appreciate it. E says Caleb is not 6'4". Okay, 6'2 and a half, 6'3", Eric. You let me know when you free, bruh. All right, since you want to correct everything I got going on. All right, y'all. Let's get into this NFL preview, 2023 NFL preview show. Tomorrow night, the Lions and the Chiefs, 8 p.m. on NBC. Some news out of Kansas City. Travis Kelce, best tight end of all time. Maybe, in my opinion, he is. Hyperextension, bone bruise. I don't know what he got going on with the knee, but he is questionable for tomorrow night. Do the Chiefs run into a problem against a very, very highly touted favorite this year in the Detroit Lions. I would never thought I would say that. The Lions are a heavy pick for a lot of people this year to not only win their division, but to also get to the NFC Championship game. But we'll talk more about the NFC North in a second. Black, Lions, Chiefs tomorrow night. With Kelce being limited, will the Lions go into Kansas City and upset championship night?
Personally, I don't think they're going to go in and win that game. I think Mahomes will do just enough of spreading the ball around, using his backs out the backfield. McKinnon, Porch. I can't think of the other running back name off the top of my head.
Pacheco,
yeah, using those guys and then using his receivers. He got the Moore kid, then he got the Justin Ross kid from Clemson. Like, I think he's going to use his weapons that he has to get the job done. I expect him to. It's going to be close. I believe it's going to be close, but in the end, Pat Mahomes will get the ball, lead them down, and they'll get the win.
Rashad, what about you, man? Will Kelce's limitations with the knee, if he plays, because there's some people out there suspect that he won't play. So bone bruise or hyperextended knee, man, we've seen that injury in sports, and you don't come back after 2 days. So the Chiefs could be blowing smoke, but if Kelce does not play, and if he's very limited, can the Lions go into Kansas City and get that win?
Yeah, of course. And I thought the Lions had a chance with Kelce on the field.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, because the Lions was when we had the show earlier this year, I told you the Lions was one of my sleeper picks to be
mine as well.
Go deep into the in their conference. So I think they're gonna be a good team this year, man. They got good coaching, they got really good defense. I think if Jameson Williams was playing in this game, I would pick him. But they still have weapons. They still got a good deep offensive line. They had a couple of draft picks in the last couple of years. So I think the Lions have a chance, but I'm not gonna pick them. I gotta let them show me first. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to ask you.
No. I'm not gonna pick him because that's still my homeboy. Hey man.
Yes, it is.
He like a 1996 Camry. You got to shoot him dead. He ain't gonna die.
For sure. Well, I think this is going to be very interesting because Vegas had the Chiefs as a 7-point favorite before the Kelce injury. So they've already dropped it down to 4.5. Now that is a intriguing line for any sports betting fans out there. 4.5 with a fire hot Detroit team that's going to be coming into town with nothing to lose. Hey, I don't know if you're into it. You know, all my prize pick fans out there and all my, you know, my FanDuel. Hey, that 4.5 looking kind of nice. But I'll say this. I think this is all in the Lions' hands. I mean, Travis Kelce is the focal point of the offense. I believe the offense runs through Kelce and Mahomes is the trigger man. And if Kelce is not out there to be in the flat, they use him everywhere. He runs routes like a wide receiver. Look at him. I mean, he is so smooth in his delivery when he's out there on the field. And him and Mahomes just have this unspeakable connection when they're out there. We see it week after week after week. So if he's not out there or if he's limited, I just don't – I can't pencil Kansas City in to win this football game. I'm going to be the guy hanging outside the club, so to speak. I'm going to take the Detroit Lions to upset Kansas City in Kansas City week 1 because this Lions team is a very good football team. Okay? For those who didn't see the run that they had, they weren't just winning games for the hell of it. They was chasing a playoff spot. They went to Lambeau when the Green Bay Packers had won 5 in a row or something like that to build their run to make the playoffs. Well, they went into Lambeau and they knocked them boys off. And if it wasn't for Seattle winning their game and securing someone else's playoff spot, the Lions would have made the playoffs last year, guys. So this is not a team who was just out here having a little fun. No. They got firepower. They have firepower, and I think it's going to be a situation in Kansas City tomorrow night. I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions. I think this is going to be a little bit lower scoring game that people probably would expect. I'm going to go 28 24 Detroit Lions. That's my pick. That's my pick.
Okay.
That's my pick.
I like it. Oh, boy.
I'm going to go with it. I'm starting the season out strong.
Yeah.
Gonna do his thing though, boy. I think he gonna find a way. He got some new toys.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised.
He got some new toys. He got some new toys to play with. So I think he gonna show him. I think he gonna show out.
Yeah, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all if he do. All right, man. Let's move on down to some of these divisions, man. We got to give some division predictions. We're gonna go around the league and the AFC and the NFC. Let's go ahead and start with the AFC. Let's start with, this is a Jaguars homer show, and we are going to push the agenda for the Jaguars first. So let's start with the AFC South. Gentlemen, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Jaguars. The Jaguars are going to win the AFC South. Now, real quick for me, and we'll go around real quickly. Listen, I talked about it yesterday. I think the Colts are going to be better on the field, in my opinion, than people give credit for. I also think the Houston Texans are going to be better on the field than what people give credit for. And I think Tennessee is going to be that thorn in the Jaguar side still. I know Jacksonville got a critical win last year to win the division and clinch their ticket into the playoffs, but this is a team historically that has just gotten on the Jaguars' last nerve. I think the Jazz can end up winning the bulk of these division games, possibly going 5-1 or 4-2 overall in the division and winning it, but I do have them winning the division. Rashad, what do you think about the Jaguars, man?
I don't think they're going to lose a game in the division because I just don't think none of them boys going to be able to hang with them boys. I really don't. I think by the time –
just like that.
Yeah, I think we play Tennessee late in the season. I think we play them the last 2 out of the last 3 games is Tennessee. And by that time, they'll be starting a rookie quarterback. They'll be out of it. They'll be trying to plan for next year, see what kind of quarterback they got. Yeah. And by that time, it'll be over with. We'll see y'all next year. 6-0, sweep y'all boys. Goodbye.
All right. Black, what about you, man? Real quick, man. Jaguars, what do you think they got going on in the AFC South?
I think they could drop one, to be honest with you. I think Houston or the Colts, somebody gonna be sneaky. I really do. One of those teams gonna be sneaky because it always happened to the Jags. Hopefully it don't happen this year, but I believe it will. But I'm gonna keep a close eye on Anthony Richardson, man. I kind of want to see. I want to see what this kid got and what this coaching staff can put together, what kind of game plan they put together to let him go out there and do his thing. But I'm excited to see him more than any other quarterback except mine in that division. So I'm excited about Sunday game. But if I think the Jags will drop one game in the division, I think it'll be the Houston Leads or the Colts.
Okay. All right. Let's move along, man. I just sent my guy Eric the link. He'll be chiming in just a second. Let's move on to the AFC East, which is a loaded division, and it hasn't been this loaded in a long, long time. Jets, Dolphins, the Patriots, the Buffalo Bills. I'll take this one. I'll start it off, man. I'm really drinking the Jets Kool-Aid. I'm really drinking the Jets Kool-Aid. I'm for one that feels like Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I think they got some real problems in Buffalo. That whole Stephon Diggs situation, man, that wasn't they doing what they're supposed to do. They making it seem like it's not a big deal. They're making it seem like they've hashed everything out. And they just kind of, got everything together. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that. It was just far too much talking going on. Diggs left training camp, then he was late to training camp. Everything's been quiet for a little bit, but I'm going to say that listen, this might sound wild to y'all, but hear me out. I think it's a chance Buffalo might not even make the playoffs this year. There's a chance that they could be on the outside looking in because I don't think they're going to get up to a fast start. I don't think they're going to get up a fast start. And I think Miami is good. Is good. Jalen is going to be back at some point in time. We know he suffered a hyperextended knee, got some meniscus issues going on, had to get a little cleanup, but he'll be back soon. But I think Miami's going to be real good. I also think that the Jets, and I'm just going to say it, dog, The Jets gonna win this division, bro. The Jets gonna win this division, man. And the talent is enormous for the Jets. Everyone said it all last year that they needed a quarterback, and they got the greatest thrower of the football, which I believe Aaron Rodgers is. I'm talking about passer of the football on their team. Listen, bro, I'm going with the Jets to win the AFC East. Black, who you got winning it?
You know what, fellas? I like the Jets a lot. The Jets getting a lot of hype on Hard Knocks. You know, you seeing everything. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Dalvin Cook, Bryce Prescott. Like it's lovely in New York right now. But I really think the Miami Dolphins are going to be sneaky good. If Tua can stay healthy with Waddle, Tyreek, once they get their backfield,
that's a big if.
And let's not forget, the Miami Dolphins have a really good defense too. Once you get Jalen back, they have a really good defensive line, a really good secondary. I think the Dolphins are going to be sneaky good. I'm gonna get them to squeak out this division this year.
Okay, Rashad, what about you, man? AFC East: Jets, Dolphins, Bills, or Patriots?
Miami Dolphins, and I think the Miami Dolphins are gonna win this division because I think they're the best team in this division.
Y'all trust Tua like that? Like seriously, y'all trust Tua like that for the season?
Well,
if he can stay healthy,
if Tua stays healthy, they're the best team in the division. And they're one of the best teams in the AFC. Listen, D, I agree with you when it comes to Tua because I got Dolphin homeboys that I had this conversation with, and I don't like Tua, but he's accurate. Some kind of way he gets that thing done, and I just don't see how the Jets will be good with Aaron Rodgers. Is what is he 40 now, or is he just 39? Whichever one he is.
Yeah, what that mean?
Whichever one. Listen, D. That offensive line is god awful. It's so bad, and you got a man who is not gonna be. He can't move like he used to. He can move a little bit, but he can't move out the way like he gonna have to move out the way.
I think you're tripping, bro. I think you're tripping.
I mean, listen, I could be tripping. I've been proven wrong before. I think that offensive line is gonna be the downfall of that team. I really do, and I think that's the reason why the Miami Dolphins are gonna win that division because they have a defensive line. I think the Bills have a defensive line. I think those are the teams that are going to beat up on the Jets because their offensive line is so bad. It's going to disrupt all the other things that they have going on.
Okay.
That was the problem last year.
Yeah, you definitely could be right. But I think a lot of people are putting a lot of time into how bad this offensive line is, how bad it is. Like, like in the NFL, as the season weighs on, injuries happen. They're going to be left side of the ball. That's going to be your weakest. Then the right side of your ball going to be the strongest. Like the talent level, in my opinion, is going to really override that. I'm just going to be real. The talent is just going to override that. Now, you could be right, Rashad. Everybody could be right. That's why we're giving our opinions. But I saw this Jets team last year, and they really was a quarterback away. The entire season. Literally one quarterback away. But I think this is going to be the most exciting division in football. And we get it kicked off real good. Monday Night Football, Jets and Bills in New York on ESPN, 8 o'clock. Man, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, the only game on TV. Looking forward to it. Yeah. All right, man. We got my man Eric down in the green room. As soon as he get back, sit it down. We're going to bring him in. But let's go ahead and move on to the AFC North, all right? Bengals, Browns, Ravens, and Steelers. Gentlemen, let's go around the block real quick. I'll kick it off. I am going to take, I went back and forth between the Bengals and the Ravens, but I am waving the flag of this is the year of Burrow this year. I think the Ravens make it hella interesting for sure. It may come down to the last game of the season. It might come down to that. But I'm hanging there with Joey B, the boss. and the Cincinnati Bengals to win that division. Real quick, who you got, Black?
Barring health, I'm rolling with the Ravens this year. I love the weapons they got around Lamar. Andrews hasn't went anywhere. Odell Beckham, want to remind people of what he was before the injuries. Zay Flowers. Is going to be some real deal action-packed stuff going on in Baltimore. I like them to win this division. Of course, Cincinnati not going to make it easy, but I'm rolling with the Ravens.
Okay. Rashad, who you got, man, coming out the north, man?
I'm like you, D. I'm going back and forth with the Ravens and Baltimore. With the Ravens and Cincinnati. I'm gonna just go Cincinnati. It wouldn't surprise me if Baltimore won that division, especially when they went into Cincinnati last year and probably would have won the game had the boy not tried to stick the ball out and then he get knocked out and he run 99 yards. They probably would win that game last year.
Yeah.
So they've already proven that they have a really, really good team that can compete with Baltimore. I think over a 17 game season now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They compete, but we just go with Cincinnati just because they have been that team. So I think this is the most interesting. I think this is gonna be the most exciting division in the AFC. This
is the black and blue defense. This is the black and blue division in the league. I mean, the Steelers are a sleeper pick for a lot of people this year. Is Deshaun Watson going to rise back to the level of play that we saw before everything he had going on went down? So you definitely, in my opinion, any four of these teams could probably win a division. I'm going to say the Browns go on the outside looking in, but they are still overly talented out there in Cleveland. Mike Tomlin, I'm not going to ever go against Mike Tomlin. I'm not going to go against Mike T, because he has never had a losing season in his career. So I'm not going to go against him. So this is going to be a black and blue division, and it's going to be some hard-hitting football out there, and it's going to be interesting to see, who comes out on top. All right. All right, man.
I'm really interested to see the Steelers.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett and George Pickens. I really want to see what they got. That backfield with Nigel Harris. I think they could be sneaky good this year, D. They could throw a monkey wrench in this thing. Like you say, it's the lunch pail. They'll call it the lunch pail conference. Bring your lunch pail, because these boys gonna go to work, man. So I'm excited about this division. I think this is one of the best divisions in football.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, man. Let's bring in my guy Eric Kroon. We ain't gonna keep him. We had him waiting long enough, but we had to run our rundown. So let's go ahead and get him in here. We got my bro, man. Let's see. You got your mic covered up, bro.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hold on, let me get you situated. Let me get you on. There you go. Let me get you
fellas,
on.
Fellas, good evening.
What's up, man? How we doing?
What's going on?
I hear y'all now. We got to get to the business now. I told you y'all had to see me tonight.
Hold on, bro. You on my show, bro. Hold on. Let me get this band out the way real quick so we can see your little pretty face, my man.
There it is.
Let me get this out the way. Boom. There it is right there. There we go. E, what's up, baby? What's going on?
What's up, fellas? Nothing.
What's up,
man? Hanging. That's why I had to get him to sleep. Just so I can get with y'all. I told you got to see me today.
Yes, sir.
All that Trevor Lawrence jibber jabber y'all was talking.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Well, first of all, I want to introduce him, man. This is my man Eric Kroon, man. Real good friend of mine from another world. And we over here talking sports. Eric is a highly decorated athlete. Was at the University of Syracuse. Spent some time in the National Football League with the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So this man has been in these locker rooms. This man has been in an environment. This man knows a lot of things. That's what's going on, even though he just disappeared off screen. I'm sure he'll be right back. I know what he's going to get. So he has a lot of experience, man, with, the day-to-day grind of an NFL and a college football player, man. So go on and show us, E. Go on and show us some.
Hey, y'all know y'all stuff too. I'm just saying we got to get to the business. Y'all was real homers last night. We gonna stick to the facts with it.
All right, let's get it. So let's go. Let's cut off our division talk real quick, and let's go to your top 5 Trevor Lawrence conversation. You was being real spicy in the chat about Trevor Lawrence and why you feel he's not top 5 right now, and you put out your top 6 list.
He's 7'8". I give him love. I'm just saying, y'all taking it too far.
Okay, tell us why.
For one, y'all brought up Clemson. If we're gonna bring up Clemson, let's just stick to Clemson. What did he do Clemson more than Deshaun Watson did at Clemson? And we're gonna bring up college.
Okay, he was 15 years old as a true freshman. As a true freshman, fresh out the street, still had a pamper on, and beat Nicholas Saban and the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide for a national title when Clemson was 17-point underdogs. Next.
Okay, did Deshaun Watson beat mighty Nick Saban in the national championship?
Yeah, but you.
Okay, that's one fact. Same thing.
He lost to him too. He lost to him too.
And Trevor Lawrence still got the one championship. Both got one national championship.
So you think Deshaun better than Trevor?
Is he better than Trevor?
Yeah. You think Deshaun Watson better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence?
I would take him all day over Trevor Lawrence.
And you would lose.
Really?
And you would lose. I'm talking about right now.
Right now, after that, he had an offseason. See, I know football go. Trevor Lawrence, okay, like you said, the ETN thing. Before they put ETN, look at Trevor Lawrence stats. Before ETN starting. Just go look at him. We're going to stick to factual.
I watch every game. Tell me. Talk to me. I watch every game. Talk to me.
He was struggling. They run a lot of screen plays. How many big plays did he? Then we say he didn't have talent. He got first-round picks all over, except Christian Kirk. Then we bringing up high school. Christian Kirk was
whoa. Slow down. You said he got a whole bunch of first-round picks around him.
Evan Ingram was a first-round pick. Calvin Ridley was a first-round pick. No. We speaking the factuals. If you saying talent, because y'all say he's a top 5 talent, if we're going to speak talent, like they brought up, he's so generational talent. He brought up high school. Christian Kirk was a 5-star high school. If we bringing up high school,
I ain't bringing up high school.
We're speaking up league. No, y'all brought up high school yesterday. No, Saban the Golden Boy. Okay, who you just say has the best arm in the NFL? You just said 5 minutes ago, the greatest passer.
I said Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so he doesn't have the best arm, correct? So that takes Trevor Lawrence out the best arm. He's not the best mobile quarterback, not the best winner. He's still young. I give him that. But if we bring it up, how can he be top 5? He's not top 5 at anything.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Walk to me, fellas.
Okay.
Walk to me.
Okay.
Is Deshaun Watson top 5 in anything?
He's better than. I didn't say he was top 5. The quarterbacks I named, I didn't name. He said, "Would I take him before? I would take him before Trevor Lawrence."
Reasons of being why?
He has the same amount of playoff wins. The Texans, when he beat the Bills, he has a comeback playoff win as well. You speak terrible O-line. He does a lot with less. His number 1 receiver was Brandon Cooks his last year in Texas and in Houston. And Brandon Cooks has been traded 4 times. And we talking about we ain't got talent. Name a Pro Bowl tight end Deshaun Watson played with. Or maybe a Pro Bowl running back.
Sure, Brock.
Besides D-Hop.
You can't say besides D-Hop, bro. Don't say that because D-Hop was the best receiver in the league when that boy was with him. You can't say that.
I'm not agreeing that, but y'all just said Trevor Lawrence don't have weapons. Calvin really was a first-round pick. No.
You didn't say that. Let me clean this up. Hold on. Okay, we said this when Urban Meyer was his head coach in rookie season. That's what we was referring to. Okay. We weren't talking about last season. We didn't talk about last season.
Urban Meyer
we went all the way back. This is Trevor Lawrence's 3rd year, bro.
Look, we just kicking it. I'm with you.
No. So his first year was with Urban Meyer.
Oh, who's a terrible coach. I'm not. He stunted Trevor Lawrence's growth. I agree with y'all on that.
It was a dumpster fire in Jacksonville. Trust me, we smelled the stink in the air every day.
Yeah, tell me exactly what he had when Urban Meyer was the coach.
He had a running back from college. They didn't have a great roster.
He got hurt in the preseason.
Who else he had?
James Robinson had 1,000 yards the year before that. He did not forget that.
Who had 1,000 yards the year before?
He was borderline Pro Bowl the year before. James Robinson before he got benched.
James Robinson got hurt.
Hyped him up. That's not playing him now because he's not doing good now. He was playing
hurt.
very well. Now let's be real. He's playing very well when he scored all them touchdowns. They was hyping him up.
Okay, James Robinson. Who else?
Oh, the guy didn't pan out from Colorado. I'll give you that. Laviska Shenault. He didn't pan out. But they have, if you're speaking of talent, they drafted high. I played the Jack. They have a first-round pick every year. If we're speaking talent, they have plenty of talent. Now, if they pan out or not, it's totally different. That's the argument I was making towards Trevor Lawrence. Talent is totally different. You saying you're top 5. I can't say top because it's not saying he's not talent. It's so many other guys. Like, okay. Y'all taking it before Joe Burrow?
No.
Patrick Mahomes?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, so who else in this? Josh Allen. Y'all say he's better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen has more playoff wins.
I am.
He got more win.
Okay. What makes him better than Josh Allen?
He got the same resume as Josh Allen.
What makes him? What in his skill set is better than
He's a
Josh
better
Allen?
passer.
Y'all say he's more
He's
talented.
a better passer. He's a better passer.
Yeah, I think he's
I
believe he's a better passer.
He's a better passer. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Josh Allen is a big body and he can really run that thing. But if you're talking about the arm, we're talking about passing the football. I'm giving it to Trevor.
No, we're not. Now listen, y'all. Y'all know I love the Jaguars. I really believe. I know you said what you said, Dedrick. I think that there's only one man that can compare to the arm that Josh Allen has, and that might be Dan Marino.
Are you talking about power? Or are you talking about power?
No, he's not just arm talent.
I'm talking about a 45-yard route on a rope.
That's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying. I was saying passer, like passer of the football. I'm not talking about what he can get up and down the field. I'm talking about as a passer, running a drive, play by play. He's the better passer than Josh Allen. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about arm talent. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about on the field.
Okay.
I think he's a better passer.
Right now, I'm not gonna say that right now. But he named 4 people. Please name me somebody else that makes this man not.
Okay, we talking about strictly talent. Only reason you take Trevor Lawrence in front of Aaron Rodgers is age. Let's just be honest. If we just everybody in their prime, it's not even close.
He had a better season than Aaron Rodgers last year.
Aaron Rodgers' bad season is Trevor Lawrence's good year. Aaron Rodgers threw for 27 touchdowns and 4 picks. We said he had an off year. Let's be real. He won MVP 2 years ago. All these quarterbacks you're talking about, if they put up Trevor Lawrence's numbers from this year, you will say they had a down year. If Patrick Mahomes put up Trevor Lawrence's numbers this year, you will say he had an off year.
There's nothing to argue there. Like, I'm not going to argue Aaron Rodgers' resume. So if he's a part of your top 5, okay,
cool. If we had one game, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Trevor Lawrence right now. That's cool. I'm taking Justin Herbert, who's in his same age range. He's more talented than Trevor Lawrence.
Then what happened last year? Hold on. Hold on. What happened twice last year to Justin Herbert? Can you tell me?
He won.
Who won?
Trevor Lawrence. I get it.
Okay. I'll just ask you.
Okay. So wait a minute. We talking about talent. You want to talk about a man in Justin Herbert that came into the league with Austin Eckler, with Mike Williams, and with what you call it. He came in the league with some of the best receivers in the league. Oh yeah, of course he came in and he was hot. How many playoff games he done won? How many division titles does he have? Thank you. Thank you.
If you want to argue that, so you take if you're gonna do all the accolades,
give me the
5. If we do accolades, how's he in front of Jalen Hurts? And Jalen Hurts was in the Super Bowl last year. If you're gonna do accolades, how's he in front of Jalen Hurts? If you just said he has a division championship, Jalen Hurts has a division championship. Went to the conference championship and made it to the Super Bowl. If you're doing accolades to it,
the conversation is getting away from what this is about. Last year,
I'm taking Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, you good.
You still taking Herbert too?
I'm gonna even give y'all that one. I'll give you that one. Lamar Jackson. Come on, unanimous MVP. Come on, don't even play. don't even fix your lips. Don't even unanimous MVP.
I'm not going to diss him.
Is he a better passer than Trevor?
Is he okay? Is he a better? He has the same amount of touchdowns. He led the league in touchdowns. You're saying he can't pass. Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes for a guy that can't pass.
Unanimous MVP.
If a guy can't pass,
he led the league in touchdown passes last year. He led the league in touchdown passes last year. What we talking about now? We talking about touchdown
passes. Or was he even top 5 in touchdown passes?
Who, Trevor?
Yes. He was in the 20s. If you look it up, that's 1.7 a game. He had 27. They played 17 games. Let's be real. If we gonna throw numbers in there, he had 27 touchdowns.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. Let me get the conversation back balanced. Because last night the question was posed: top 5 quarterbacks going into this season. That's what the conversation was. Is Trevor Lawrence a top 5 quarterback going into this season? So I want us to remove the past. Okay. I want us to remove the past accolades of everybody.
Okay.
I want to talk about the quarterbacks as they are currently constructed, so to speak, going into this 2023 season.
Okay.
So, I get the accolades. We've all kind of ran around the block real quick talking accolades. But going into this season, clean everything, is Trevor Lawrence a top 5 quarterback going into this season? And if he is not, Eric, tell me why.
Just because it's I think it's 5 or 6 guys I would take before. Just going to the season.
Joe
Burrow, he has his same weapons. He's been to the Super Bowl. Not even that, he has the same camaraderie. Patrick Mahomes, there ain't even no debate. We ain't got to talk about that one.
Correct.
I'm taking Lamar Jackson, me personally.
Okay.
Who else? I would take Jalen Hurts just because of the weapons and the team around and what they have chemistry. Like you got really coming into a new home. And then I'm taking Aaron Rodgers just because he has a better supporting cast in the new system. And Josh Allen got the same receiver. They have the same core work. After that, I'm not mad at Trevor Lawrence. If you put him before Herbert, I'm taking them 6 guys before him.
So let me go back to the Hurts. Let me go back to the Hurts. Go ahead, Rashad. Go ahead. Ask your question.
You said the Jets have better weapons than the Jaguars.
I said Aaron Rodgers has better weapons from what he had last year in Green Bay.
Okay,
he does.
Okay, he has better weapons than what he had in Green Bay. But go ahead, D. I'm gonna let you finish because I'm so confused.
Yesterday, I said this yesterday. I said going into the season, you're looking at I even said it, going into the season, he's not a top 5 quarterback. He's number 6. He's number 6. By the end of the season, he will be a top 5 quarterback.
That's what you saying, Black?
That's what I'm saying. I said that yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday, I don't think he's top 5 right now. No, not going into the season. No.
So I got one. The list that you gave, E. I mean, I ain't tripping on the list, but I do want to ask about one quarterback in particular, Jalen Hurts. Now, I'm a huge me and you, E. We just met, but I hate the Philadelphia Eagles, but I love Jalen Hurts. He's a great leader. I love how he go about his business. I love about just how he represents. Man, I'm a big fan of the kid. But you think he's a better I'm talking about quarterback minus his weapons. If you go toe-to-toe, skill for skill right now, and you had the number 1 pick in the draft, Hurts and Lawrence coming out.
Coming out. It's not. I'm taking Lawrence.
No. I'm talking about
no. Right now.
Listen. I'm talking about coming out of last year. Let's say the NFL had to blow up. Everybody had to go. Let's say everybody had to go. And based off what they did last season and what you've seen so far in the NFL, you have to start your franchise. You taking Hurts or you taking Lawrence? I just want to be clear.
Starting the franchise, I'm gonna take Trevor Lawrence because I don't think he has a chance to hit his peak yet. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. The guys that he's compared to, I think, kind of hit their prime and they peak yet. Like Black was saying, he has a chance to be top 5, but I can't put him top 5 in front of these guys. Okay. Especially with even Jalen Hurts. He's more talented, Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts' run game compensate maybe from the arm difference. And Jalen Hurts has 2 number 1 receivers. Devontae Smith broke the Eagles record as the number 2 receiver for receptions. Little stuff like that. Run game. They have a better offensive line than the Jags. So you have to account for things like that when you just doing it.
Sure do.
Like I said, we saying quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts didn't throw for nothing impressive, but he compensated for in the run game. Now, Trevor Lawrence, he is mobile, but he's not going to put up the same numbers in the run game, or I don't think he has the same intangible. But talent-wise, I don't think we all agree. I don't think it's like just pure pass. It's not close.
Okay. Let me ask this. Do you think Jalen Hurts' success is because of the system that he's in?
Yes, but I kind of think that go with every quarterback.
Yeah, I do too. I'm finna say that too. I think
you get Trevor Lawrence, Andy Reid. I think he'd be a lot better. Doug Peterson is nice, but he ain't Andy Reid.
Well, he came from under Andy Reid tree.
He ain't Andy Reid. How many people come from Belichick tree and fail?
Rashad, go ahead. Get in here.
He beat Tom Brady in New England.
Hey, listen. I think the thing that we got to remember is just like what I said last night. We talking about coming into the season, and we are talking about the weapons that Trevor has, and we're talking about him actually out of all those guys that you named, they all had a number 1 receiver. Deshaun Watson had the best receiver in the NFL. All those other quarterbacks that you named, they all had great receivers. Last year, you can say what you want to say. Trevor made them boys. Them boys came in, and them boys was mediocre. You had a cast-off with Evan Ingram. He was looking for somewhere to go. You had a boy who they said, we overpaid for, drove up the quarterback market, a slot receiver. You had an old man in Marvin Jones as one of your outside receivers. You got Zay Jones, another cast-off. And this boy, it took him half the season to get right. But when he got it right, the last 7 games, it was 17 touchdowns, 2 picks, and he was the second best quarterback rated in the National Football League. So when we're talking about him coming into the season, that's what we're talking about. Now we're talking about him actually adding a number 1 receiver. We're talking about Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne didn't start until week 6, and he had 1,100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Trevor didn't even get started until probably week 8. It took him 8 weeks. It took him half the season to get right. So when we talking about going into the season, you talking about the whole season, he only threw 24 touchdowns. Listen to the stats. In the last 7 games of the season, he threw 17 touchdowns. That means in the first 10 weeks of the season, he didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He got hot. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about going into the season, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a boy that went 17-2, second highest rated in the National Football League, and you're going to say he outside the top 5. That's crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy. And we talking about him adding a boy who everybody in the NFL say, boy, before Calvin really left, boy, he was top 5. Now we're talking about him being that. He was coming on this team.
Great stats, Rashad. Great stats for sure.
Man.
Great stats.
Okay, let me come back at you. You said all them receivers. Okay. Is he better than Stephon Diggs?
Yes.
Who, really?
Yeah, he better than Stephon. No, I'm just going. All the guys you named got number 1 receivers too that they already have chemistry with. He better than Jamar Chase. The Bengals have weapons too.
He's better.
No. He's not better than Jamar Chase.
They have 3 receivers. That was first. So you don't trust.
He's not better than Jamar Chase
already. So Cal Ridley is not better than Jamar Chase. Don't you even fix your lips to say that.
I said he's not better than Jamar Chase.
Okay. So they have receivers too that they've been playing together for 5 years. So you don't think Joe Burrow gonna get any better as well? Josh Allen been playing with this number 1 receiver for 3 years. Don't forget, Garrett Wilson was the rookie of the year. Aaron Rodgers. Now he got a number 1. You said I didn't even bring up Deshaun Watson. I didn't put Herbert or nobody. I just named them 6. Everybody. Okay, the Eagles have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith with Dallas Goedert. What a running game. I'm just saying.
To remove what number do you have, Trevor? Like where
I
is
said
he?
He's top 7. I said he's number 7.
Okay, so I
I said he was 12. I said he's 7.
I ain't tripping. I just felt hold on. I just felt that we just needed some clarification on the hard stance that you was taking, E. You know what I'm saying? So you was taking a real hard stance on Lawrence not being top 5, but now that you're saying you have him 7, okay, cool. It's only one quarterback that I would kind of go back and forth with you on, and that is the Jalen Hurts quarterback number. That's the only guy I would definitely have Trevor in front of, even though I get what you're saying, what the Eagles have and what they've done last season. Yeah, they was in the Super Bowl, and if it weren't for a perfect second half from Patrick Mahomes, they'd be Super Bowl champions. So I get you on that 100%. But I just feel that, the whole, Jaguars, we being homers and, we just represent, like the Rashad said, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, the last, 10 games of the season.
Games.
Yeah, last 7 games of the season, the playoff run, like the hype train the steam is coming through. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming into this season, like he one of the hottest quarterbacks in football. Like, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to compare him to Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes is the reigning Super Bowl champion and MVP. But Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and all these guys who got this talent, they hot like Trevor. Trevor hot like them too. That's just my stance on it. He going to have the same opportunity that Burrow and Allen and Lamar and Jalen Hurts, I think he in the same neighborhood as those guys to ascend himself into that top 5, that top 3 market. That's just my stance on it. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You make a lot of great valid points. Rashad did as well and Black. But I just think overall, I don't want Trevor Lawrence to get lost.
Oh, no.
Coming into the season as saying he got more work to do. They all got more work to do because it's only one champion. And he out there in Kansas City with his feet up.
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
thing was like I was saying.
But
go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No. What I was saying was I think when we talk about going into the season, we also talking about how every single one of them quarterbacks that you named, once they gave him that receiver, they was on the come up. But once they gave him that receiver, it was a boom, and it was boom quick. It happened with Hurts. It happened with Burrow. It happened with Josh Allen. It happened with them all because this is a quarterback. This is a quarterback-driven league, but he gotta have talent around him. And once you put that talent around him, if he can play, it's go boom. So
and
that's why I feel like coming into the season, well, how he ended the season, coming into it, he got a weapon, and he also has a top. All right, Egg, answer this for me. Is Doug Peterson a top 5 coach in the NFL?
Ooh, you can make that argument. Let me see.
Yeah, you can make that argument.
I wouldn't fight. The thing is, I'm not gonna fight you if you did, because it's like he got hardware, he good with quarterbacks, he's been under a guru. He's great for Trevor Lawrence. Like, you see the progression. That's why I was saying I don't want to seem like I'm just shading Trevor Lawrence. I just think guys are so good and they already have chemistry with their guys already. Like, I'm kind of like how Black is, like how I say they got weapons. Trevor Lawrence division is gonna help him more than any other quarterback than they got. He gets to mop them up, so he can have 40 touchdowns.
That's true.
In his division. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence can't play. I'm just saying he ain't really get the chance to hit his peak in year 3. Kind of what I was saying. It's kind of early.
No, I feel you.
Even with the playoff game,
he
came back, but he was the reason they was down too.
You right about that.
So
3 interceptions in the first half.
Not saying they was down because of him. He still pulled it out. They're like, I'm a football guy. The Chargers coach should have been fired after that.
I agree with you.
He should have been fired.
Even though Herbert, he should have got first. You the man, you gotta get the first down. The Chargers lost that game. I'm not mad at the Jags for taking advantage. Trevor Lawrence showed a lot from that first year because they was pouncing on him because he had an off year with Urban Meyer, which we seen there was more Urban Meyer than anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think he gonna do real good because he got weapons. Like, really, like Christian Kirk was underrated. It just, they say overpaid him because a lot of these media people don't watch football for real.
But it was
like
the market.
They watch highlights and tell you, oh, this guy can't play or you overplayed.
But he legit.
No.
He legit.
Like, it's a lot of dudes that got game that just don't have a big name. Like, key essentials. Like Jacksonville, I think them weapons is going to kind of subside, just average kind of some of the offensive linemen because they're so good, like a lot of the quick stuff. Like, they can do a lot of bubble screens. They got fast receivers. Like, that helps Lawrence out. So it's not that I don't think he can't play. I just think there's so many other guys that's in great positions as well. Okay. Like a Lamar, you finally give him an Odell Beckham, then you give him a Zay Flowers. With his tight end, he already got. Mm-hmm. Like, look, it's not like Trevor Lawrence's back 7 is good.
It is.
All them guys is probably gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. That's like you 7 out of 32 behind 6 Hall of Famers. You all right at 24 years old.
All right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, definitely, E-Man, we appreciate you, bro. We definitely appreciate you coming on. Hopefully this ain't your last time rocking with the sports desk. This was a lot of fun. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. And a lot of people, y'all might not know who we are and how we conduct ourselves when we do sports, but this is it. This is it. And it's like we've known, it's like rocking it with E just now. We've been knowing him for years, doing the same thing, man. But this is just what we do, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this segment of the sports desk for sure. So E-Man, I appreciate you, bro, as always, man. And I'm gonna hit you up, man. I'm gonna hit you up.
I got one comment. Y'all on me. Y'all ain't say nothing about D. Ain't brought up Dak Prescott in 2 episodes. He ain't brought up Dak one time. Let me get off Trevor Lawrence. He ain't brought up Dak one time.
I ain't had a chance. I ain't had a chance to eat.
I got love for the Jags. They signed me up out of college, so I ain't got no Jags. Hey, I'm just saying, you rock that Cowboys hat. The show ain't brought up Dak one time.
Well, I'm about to talk about him in just a second, sir.
I'm gonna be watching. So bring me.
I will, man.
Yes,
I will.
Sir.
All right, E-Man, you be cool, dog, and I'm gonna be talking to you soon. All right, so shout out Eric, man, for taking the time to come out and rock with us. All right, fellas, that was impromptu, but we're gonna have to keep riding, baby, because we got to finish out these divisions, man. So let's get back to it, man. We're gonna go round the robin real quick. We're gonna get back to the AFC West. All right, speaking of Justin Herbert. You got Chargers, you got Broncos, you got the Raiders. Well, I don't know what the hell going on out there with the Las Vegas Raiders. And you got the Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, and who am I? Chiefs. I'm tripping. All right, man. I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs to win this division. I think it's gonna be tough for them. I think the Chargers will make it interesting. I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna have to figure out a little bit more than what he's used to this season. Don't believe in the Raiders. I do think Sean Payton is going to make the Broncos better, but I don't know if they're going to be good enough to win the division. All right, that's one of the more intriguing teams as well to see how Denver has gotten better under Sean Payton, Super Bowl winning coach. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs to win it. Close margin. I was almost tempted to pick the Chargers this year. Black, who you got? AFC West.
I got Kansas City. They'll beat the Chargers twice again this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like they do every year. So I'm taking Kansas City, man. It ain't gonna be.
Did they beat them twice last year? I don't think they beat them twice last year.
Beat them twice last year.
Yeah, they did.
They did
twice.
It was one of them years where
Herbert got hurt the first game. Remember?
Oh, that's right. His chest with the rib.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
They were winning the game and he got hurt.
Who you got, Rashad? And
bro,
and who?
Bro, I want to take the Chargers so bad in this division.
I feel you.
I want to take the Chargers. So I'm gonna take the Chargers in this division. Bump it. I'm gonna take the Chargers in this division. I
almost did it.
Bro, listen, man. I'm gonna take the Chargers in this division.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm wrong, I'm telling you right now that the quarterback tier is Brady, Mahomes. That's what it's gonna be. If this man win this division again this year, they trying this boy. Like they not even like giving this man the ultimate weapons that he deserves. If he win this division again this year, it's already that. But he gonna start creeping up there with Brady, bro. Because that's insane. That's the stuff that Brady did. Every year you thought, nah, this gonna be the year. This gonna be the year. In some kind of way, he blow the division away. So I'm gonna take the Chargers in this division because I think the Chargers are supremely talented. I don't think they have a good coach, but I think that talent is gonna reign clear this year right here. So I'm gonna take the Chargers.
All right. That's gonna be a fun one every time they play. All right. So let's head over to the NFC. We're gonna do a round robin, man, because we're running long on this episode for sure. Let's start off with the NFC East and my Dallas Cowboys, who I affectionately have love and admiration for. As y'all see, I'm rocking the Cowboys hat tonight. And we're gonna win the division this year. All the talking, you want to know why? Because of my defense. Michael Parsons leading the way. My offensive line is back intact. Dak Prescott is catching a beating, and he shouldn't be catching a beating. The people who should be catching a beating are the receivers who weren't finishing their routes. Go watch the interceptions. They have a YouTube video of CD Lamb stopping mid-route interception. Go look at the interception versus the San Francisco 49ers in the playoff game last year. Go watch it. Michael Gallup not going under but going straight interception. Go look at CD Lamb supposed to be doing a crossing route, but he run a post interception. That's why Kellen Moore was let go. And Mike McCarthy, it's on you, baby. I don't think Dak Prescott is the problem. I think he's the punching bag because he's the face. This is on Mike McCarthy to get us where we need to be. We are ultra talented on this team. And I think we regain the NFC East crown this year by the skin of our teeth, because I understand the Philadelphia Eagles are still here, but they lost a lot. They lost a lot in the offseason. Black, who you got? NFC East.
Man, this is a tough one for me, because Eagles are good, Super Bowl runner up, but I think I'm gonna roll with Dallas.
Talk about it.
I'm gonna roll with Dallas. Reason being is because I think Michael Parsons in that defense. I think Michael Parsons might be Defensive Player of the Year. I just got a feeling, man. I just got a feeling. That guy, he's a game wrecker, he game changer, like I said earlier. I believe this defense is going to put their offense in positions to be successful.
All right.
I believe I believe Dak is going to, once the season get underway, Dak is a vet. I think he'll get it under control, get them picks under control.
I think so too.
And having a sneaky good receiver like Brandon Cooks is going to help him.
Very good addition. I agree.
Brandon Cooks don't get a lot of credit, but he's a sneaky good receiver. And you add him with CD Lamb, I think that's going to pay dividends for Dak. It's going to be very close. I'm going to say they win this division. Whatever game they got last with Philly, that's what's going to win this division.
Okay. Rashad, what we got, baby? NFC East, who you taking? Giants, Commanders, I think that's their name, Eagles and Cowboys.
The Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, I know y'all, y'all want to, y'all homeboys and y'all got the Florida State ties and everything, and y'all want to support each other. But let's be honest.
Rashad, don't do that, Rashad. Don't do that, Rashad.
Listen, man. The Philadelphia Eagles are gonna. Oh wow. The Philadelphia Eagles are
I'm banning this guy, but go ahead so I can handle him real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this division. And the Philadelphia Eagles are a better team than the Cowboys.
Are they?
They beat up on each other. They beat up on each other last year when both of their starting quarterbacks was out. I don't think that's going to happen this year. Philadelphia's defense probably is the second best to the 49ers. That defense is going to be ridiculous still.
All right.
That defensive line is ridiculous. So yeah, that's what it is. That's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Kyler Bourne, tonight's the night, my friend. You'll be banned from the sports desk. You come back, then you say Bandits from YouTube, and then you say Giants for the win. This is a New York football Giants lover. He is not a fan. He is not a fan of my Cowboys. He is not a fan of me and Black's predictions or Rashad's. So he decided to take it out, man. Kyler, we'll appreciate you, man.
I'm gonna show him a little bit of love though, because I think the Giants still gonna be good too. They could make it interesting.
I got them getting a wild card, in my opinion. I got them chasing a wild, not getting one. I got them chasing a wild card this year. To be honest,
I think getting Wilder, and then you got to upset Saquon about that money. I think they could be sneaky good for real.
Yeah. Alan says, thank you, Rashad. He loves your Philadelphia Eagles pick. Alan also says Black doesn't believe himself picking the Cowboys to win.
I do believe that.
I think he believe it. He believe it.
Eric says, fun sports talk, fellas. Thank you for having me. No E, thank you, man, for making time to coming out here and joining us.
Sir.
Very great topic. All right, let's go ahead to the NFC South. Let's do this on a 1, 2, 3 count. 1, 2, 3. I have the New Orleans Saints winning that division. Who do you got, Black?
New Orleans Saints.
Okay, who do you got, Rashad?
Yeah, Saints. That's the only team that can win this division. The rest of that junk gonna be pure D trash.
They got the best quarterback. I see a lot of rumblings of Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers making some noise. Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm opposed to a rookie quarterback doing great things. I'm not saying that. But Derek Carr is the best quarterback in this division. And just like Rashad said through the conversation with Eric, this is a quarterback-driven league. 9 times out of 10, the better quarterback in that division ultimately wins his division. Derek Carr is going to win that division. All right, let's go to the NFC North. NFC North, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. An interesting division, but I'm going to take the front part on this. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go Detroit Lions. You ready for this? They win the division going away. I think it's not even close.
Whoa.
I don't think it's close. The Bears, listen, the Bears are a team that are going to make it very, very interesting. I love the additions, but I'm just going to say it. I don't know if I'm ready to believe in Justin Fields. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be a guy that can get you a win and then another win and then another win. I don't know. He has the talent. I think the Vikings are starting to swirl down the toilet. I don't believe in them no more. They've had their chances. They've had their chances in Minnesota. Are they going to be a good team? Yes, they are. But I don't think they make the playoffs. I don't think the Packers make the playoffs. I don't think Jordan Love, the media is trying to say Jordan Love is going to be a good a replacement. I don't think so. I don't think that he is. I think the Lions go away with this division. Black, what you got? NFC North.
You talking about the Bears, man. We can't disrespect Minnesota like that.
Who they got? They lost a lot. Who they
like
have?
Who?
They lost a lot. No more Dalvin Cook. No more Adam Thielen. Who else? I mean, they lost. They lost their prime defensive lineman. I can't think his name is missing me right now. But
they replaced Thielen with one of the best receivers in the draft last year, Addison from out of USC. We know he did Caleb Williams last year.
Okay.
They replaced him with him, so they got to upgrade there.
Okay.
You still got yes, Dalvin Cook is gone, but
are they going to win the division? I want to know if they're going to win the division.
Oh yeah, I like Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah, I like Minnesota to win the.
That's interesting.
To win the division again.
So you like them? You think the Minnesota Vikings are a better team than the Detroit Lions?
I'm not. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is a stunner for me. That is a stunner for me. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. He ain't cash no checks. He ain't cash no checks.
I don't either. But you said win the division.
Yeah.
If I remember, they beat Detroit last year, if I'm not mistaken, twice, right?
No, sir. No, sir. Split.
They split. Okay, well,
yes,
they split 1-1. They split. I feel like Minnesota would do exactly what they did last year. I see them still winning a lot of games. We don't know what Detroit is going to do. They haven't proven themselves yet.
What?
They haven't proven themselves yet.
Did you see what they did the second half of the season, running off that 7-game win streak, going to Lambeau and knocking off Aaron Rodgers? Like, what we talking about?
They did.
They had some primetime matchups last year, and they won every game, bruh.
Okay, what are we calling proving yourself? Because the Jags did something almost identical to that, won a division, went to the playoffs.
When I hear you say prove yourself, they prove themselves that they're a legitimate threat to be the king of their division. I'm not talking about championships or none of that.
Absolutely right. I'm not saying they're not a
that's
threat.
what I'm going with.
They will not win that division.
Okay, respect. Rashad, what about you, man? NFC North, who you taking?
I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions because they was hot, but I think second place is gonna be Minnesota because Minnesota has always been a good regular season team. Always. Exactly. Kirk Cousins is a regular season quarterback.
Yes, he is.
They got Addison, and they got the best receiver. Yeah, but they got the best receiver in the league. They got the best receiver in the league. I don't know what their running back's going to do, but they got a decent offensive line.
And let me
they
ask
got
you
weapons,
this,
bro.
Let me ask you this: how many times?
And they got T.J. Hawkinson that they just paid.
Let me ask you this.
I forgot about him.
Let me ask you this: how many times have you seen the best receiver in the league on the team that didn't make the playoffs? I'll wait.
Yeah, but they're not a bad team, D.
They're
not a bad team, bro.
Hey,
I think that division's gonna be close. I think that Detroit's gonna win the division, but I really believe it's gonna be close because I think Minnesota is a very, very good
I got Chicago in front of them. I got the Lions, I got Chicago, then I got Minnesota.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
I think that's crazy, D.
Go look at
but we gonna see. I think that's crazy, D.
That's cool though.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We'll revisit this. I love it. Our first skirmish. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, what we got here? The NFC West. Cardinals, get them out of here. Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers, and defending NFC West champions, I believe, the Seattle Seahawks. They did win the division last year. People think San Francisco did, but they did not. They did not. No. Seattle got the wild card. 49ers did win the division. Who we got winning the NFC West?
I like Seattle.
49ers.
I like Seattle.
I'm torn. I'm torn.
Seattle.
I'm going to see. I got Seattle over here, then I got 49ers over here. The Brock Purdy thing really is on my mind, dog. I know he went 6-0, got one playoff win. Two playoff wins, and
should have won the game, D. If he stay in that game, they win.
It's tape on him now. And I believe Brock Purdy is a limited quarterback that's in a phenomenal situation where possibly, quote unquote, pound for pound, one of the best coaches in all of football.
Yes.
Kyle Shanahan is a wizard when it comes to the quarterbacks and play calling and his schemes. But I don't believe in Brock Purdy, dog.
McCaffrey, bro.
I got to go with the quarterback. If the quarterback ain't by nothing, you ain't gonna win. They got weapons. They got Debo. They got McCaffrey. They got the weapons.
They got Ayuk.
They got weapons, but it's tape on them. It's tape on Purdy. So with that being said, I just talked myself out of the 49ers. I'm gonna take Geno Smith and the Seahawks, man.
Yeah,
to win the division.
I'm taking Seattle too. We talking about Kyle Shanahan. We got to talk about Pete Carroll as well. He's a wizard too. This man
ain't a wizard like Kyle though. I'll say that.
But
he's not a wizard like Kyle.
Look at Geno Smith last year. Look what he did.
Hell of a year.
We weren't talking about Geno before last year, man.
We wasn't. No one was. As a matter of fact, I thought he was out the league.
They just add Njigba from Ohio State to play the slot.
Yeah.
They got Kenneth Walker.
Yep.
Who gonna ground and pound. The defense gonna always be good under Pete Carroll.
They gonna be tough team this year.
And they gave 49ers fits last year in both games.
They did.
Until the playoff game, and the 49ers showed why they were the better team, and they beat them. I think they beat them pretty decent in the playoff game.
Yeah, they did. It wasn't.
But I believe the Seattle team has gotten better. in the offseason with the pieces they added, the little things they needed to add, they added.
Okay.
And they got Bobby Wagner back.
I don't know about all that. Bobby a little old in the tooth, so
He
gonna provide leadership. He's gonna provide leadership. He's gonna provide leadership. Rashad, I got a feeling.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And he's still a good linebacker. I'm picking Seattle to beat San Fran and win this division.
Well, Rashad, I got a feeling on who you
Hey man,
don't let us know.
Hey, listen, man. We gotta stop being disrespectful on the sports desk. The 49ers are gonna win this division, man. Are y'all crazy?
I'm a little bit.
Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant last year. You don't think he gonna get better? You don't think that there's a chance that he can get better? That Kyle Shanahan going with his fourth string quarterback is gonna be able to build an offense in the offseason around this man, and he's not gonna get better? Are y'all crazy? That defense, George Kittle. What?
You know what team? And you know what team gave Mr. Purdy hell last year? The Seattle Seahawks.
Man, he was Mr. Irrelevant. What are we talking about? He was Mr. Irrelevant. He was He was going to make the team.
Rashad, I feel everything you saying, dog. And I wanted to pick the 49ers. But I just not ready. I just can't sign off on that kid just yet, man. I just can't. I got to see a little bit more because he caught a lot of people sleep, bro. He caught a lot of people.
Mr. Irrelevant.
He was.
Bro, hold it. Let's be serious right now. The 49ers went into the season with Garoppolo as the starter.
They did.
With the other boy as the backup.
Yeah.
Both of them get hurt. This man gets thrown into the fire.
He did.
Thrown into it. Kyle Shanahan thrown into the fire. He don't know what's going on. He's trying to figure out day by day, quarter by quarter, what this man can do on the football field.
I'm with you, dog.
What are we talking about? Let's be honest. Right now, let's be honest. If he did not get hurt in that Philadelphia game, who wins that game?
I can't say they do, bro.
No, hell no. That man, the 49ers win that game.
I can't
After
say that.
After that boy got out the game, they couldn't even move the ball.
Rashad, he got hurt on the second drive, Rashad.
They were moving the ball. They couldn't move the ball no more.
Rashad, it was 7-9 Philadelphia.
And Philadelphia. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. It was 7-9 Philadelphia.
Bro, listen, Philly could barely move the ball, bro. They kept giving it back to the 49ers, and they couldn't do anything.
My dog's so hyped, he done tapped that. Well, Black, we got to keep it moving, man. Hopefully Rashad can get back in here. Maybe his phone died or something, but AFC, NFC championship game predictions. Let's go ahead and write those off, man. Let's start with the AFC. Black, two teams who are going to be playing in the AFC championship game. Let's get it.
I'm going to go Kansas City versus the Jags.
Okay. I'm going to go the Cincinnati Bengals because I believe this is the year of Burrow, and I believe they are going to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. I got Bengals. I got Chiefs. I think the Jaguars, they are so tempting to make it to the AFC Championship game, but I think the Jazz going to have to get home field. And the AFC quarterback play up top is loaded. I wanted to take, you know what? I take that back. I'm going to go Bengals and I'm going to go Jets. Yep. I'm going to go Bengals and Jets in the AFC Championship game. I wrote that down and it just popped right back in my head. Jets, Bengals, AFC title game in Cincinnati. I love the Jaguars, and I think they're gonna. It won't surprise me if they make the AFC Championship game. It won't surprise me at all.
What about Jags Jets?
It could be Jags Jets. Like I said, I won't be surprised if the Jaguars make it at all.
If they get the number one seed, they make it.
If the Jaguars get the number one seed, I believe they make it to. I believe they make it to the AFC Championship game. If the Jaguars get the number,
my phone went dead.
Yeah, I said that's what happened. I think if the Jaguars get the number one seed, Rashad, we on the AFC and NFC Championship predictions.
Yes, sir.
I picked the Jets versus the Bengals in the AFC title game in Cincinnati. Black. Did you pick did I go first or you didn't give yours yet?
Yeah, I said Kansas City and the Jags.
Yeah, Black went Chiefs and Jaguars. Where's that game gonna be at?
In Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville. Rashad, well, we already know one participant in your AFC title game. Who will the Jaguars be facing down here in Jacksonville?
They'll be facing the Bengals. It'll be Jags. It'll be Bengals versus Jaguars. It won't be Jaguars versus Bengals because we'll have the number 1 seed.
Tay Johnson, we're gonna ban you from the sports desk immediately. We see you have surfaced. I'm gonna go ahead and ban you, sir. Number 2, update your picture, please. Because you don't look like that anymore. When you get a chance, be honest with our subscribers and our fan base, and please change your picture. Okay, so we're going to ban you because Dallas just trash, and that's all I'm here for. We will not stand for that type of slander. Tay also picked Jags versus Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. And he took a shot at me and said, I knew D was going to revert back to hating on the Jags. I never, ever, ever hate on the Jags. We're going to ban you after this episode. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. All right. Okay, so let's get to the NFC Championship game, fellas. I'll kick it off. I got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right. Eagles, Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. Home field will be who you expect in Dallas. I got the Dallas Cowboys home game. Oh, listen now. I don't think Dallas gonna have the number 1 seed. I don't think they're gonna have the number 1 seed. I just think they're gonna win the division. I think Dallas gonna win the division, and the Eagles gonna be really good, and they still gonna make it to the NFC Championship game. I got Eagles, I got Cowboys in my NFC title game. Rashad, since you so spooked, who you got in your NFC Championship game?
Same thing like last year, man. 49ers, Eagles. That's what it's going to be.
49ers and the Eagles again? Okay.
Yeah,
I won't be surprised at all. Won't be surprised at all.
49ers and Eagles again.
Black, what about you? NFC Championship game.
Man, this is going to be interesting here. I like this here, though.
The NFC is up for grabs, bro.
It's really up for grabs, man. Yeah. Philly tough. Philly look not. But you know what? I'm going to agree with Rashad.
Okay.
I'm going to say
rematch.
I'm going to say Philly and the 49ers, but 49ers make it there as a wild card team.
Okay. All right. 49ers, Eagles in your NFC Championship game. Okay. Kyler says he agrees with Dedrick, Jets versus Bengals. My guy Smooth said D with another hot take. Yep, Jets in the AFC Championship game. Juke says, I don't think you believe that AFC Conference game prediction, D. Juke, if I said it, I meant it, baby. So that's what I'm rolling with for sure. All right. Juke says he got Dallas versus Seattle in the NFC Championship game. Okay. Eric says he thinks this is the year that the Cincinnati Bengals bad offensive line catches up to them. They get knocked out in the first round. He has Kansas City and Baltimore in his AFC Championship game. Wow. Okay. Juke says he has Seattle winning the NFC this year. Wow. That's an incredible hot take. Man, we will keep it up. Kyler, why are you still here? I thought I banned you several times. Kyler has the Cowboys and the 49ers making the NFC Championship game. That's how I'm going to spin that, Kyler. So you can't go back on that. All right. Tay says Dallas will not make the NFC Championship, bro. I'm being serious. 49ers versus Philly. I feel you, dog. I mean, I don't think you're wrong at all. We got my boy Eddie in the house. Dedrick Leighton Vander Esch healthy. Yes, he is. All right. All right, fellas. It's time for our Super Bowl predictions. Who do we have coming out of the AFC and the NFC? I'll kick it off. I have Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals coming out of the AFC. I believe they will take on my Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. And I have, it hurts me to say this, but I got to keep it real so people won't think I'm biased. I am going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to win the Super Bowl this year. I think Joe Burrow also wins league MVP this year as well. I think this is the year of Burrow. I think he is pissed off. I think the way that things went down last year left a bad taste in his mouth. And if anybody can go anywhere against anybody and make them taste their own blood, sorry to get graphic, I think it's going to be Joe Burrow, Joe BZ, Joey B, the boss, winning the Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. Black, what do you got? Who's in your Super Bowl? Who wins it? And who's your Super Bowl MVP?
Well, to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Oh, Lord. Talk about it.
And I love my Jags, man. I love my Jags, Lord.
Come on now.
I don't think you beat the man. It was the same thing with Tom Brady. You had to literally go beat him.
Yes, you do.
Is my team ready to beat the Kansas City Chiefs? Is Trevor Lawrence ready to dethrone Pat Mahomes? I think not. I think we get Philly. I think we get Philly versus Kansas City rematch in the Super Bowl.
Okay. So what you got? Who's your winner? Come on, we ain't done. Who win it? Come on, I know who you gonna say. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Philly.
Oh my! You weren't gonna say that before I said that. I had a feeling you was gonna say the Chiefs. I know you. I know you.
I'm gonna say the Chiefs because you said it perfect earlier. Like Jalen Hurts don't make the mistakes he made, they win that football game.
He made one mistake in the Super Bowl. That's crazy, right?
One mistake,
one fumble,
one mistake,
and it cost him a championship.
It cost him a championship because if they go down there and score,
they win that game.
They win that game.
Okay.
They probably win that game going away, to be honest with you.
So who your Super Bowl MVP?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Rashad, Super Bowl matchup.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to the Super Bowl, and I think this year is when you're gonna see that Trevor Lawrence is that man that you talking about, Black. I think this is the year. I think this is the year that he shows that he can elevate a team to that point. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be Jaguars and 49ers in the Super Bowl. And I don't know if the Jaguars can beat the 49ers, man. I really don't. I'm with the coaching that they have, I think it's going to be a damn good game. I can go with my heart and say the Jaguars. I can. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with my heart and say the Jaguars. But it would not surprise me if this happened, if the 49ers won that game, because I just think the 49ers, I think they are a super good team.
I mean,
with
they are.
Mr. Irrelevant.
They are.
I do.
They
with
are.
Mr. Irrelevant, they are a good team.
They are.
But we're going to revisit this thing. I think that's week 10 we play them. We're going to revisit this thing, then I'll be able to see exactly how we match up against that team. I think the Jaguars is going to have a super explosive offense. I just think as far as a team, the 49ers are a good team. But I'm picking the Jaguars to win the Super Bowl.
All right. So I got the Bengals. Black has the Eagles winning it all. And Rashad has the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rashad, I actually hope that you're right, bro.
Me too.
I really hope that you're right, dog.
Yeah.
And you know, talking football, man, it's just so hard. It's so hard because it's a lot of different elements and a lot of different matchups and you know that go down. But those are our predictions, man, before the season start, man. So we'll revisit this obviously as we get closer and closer to postseason play and playoff play. I don't know how Tay is still leaving comments because I banned him 10 minutes ago. He said, I really hate light-skinned dog in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, but it's just his time, man. Kansas City versus the 49ers in the chip. That's what Tay has. Juke says, Black, you don't sound like a believer. I don't believe him either, Juke. I think he was going to go Kansas City to win it. I don't really think he had Philly in his heart. But that's what my boy said. That's what it's going to be. All right.
Come on, man. Hey.
Juke said Seattle versus Jaguars in the Super Bowl. He has the Jags winning, and NTN is going to be the Super Bowl MVP. Okay. And last comment of the night, Eric Kroom. So if Black prediction is correct, will Hurts be top 5 to you, Dedrick? Quite possibly. I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles with everything in my body, but I'm a big fan of Jalen Hurts. Anybody who knows me knows that I got a lot of respect for that kid, how he go about his business and how he handle himself. And he's a true leader, man. So I'm a big fan of Jalen Hurts for sure. All right, y'all. We went way over time. I had no idea that this show was going to be this long, but bringing Eric in was dope. And you know, we had a great conversation with Eric. I ain't even turned the scroll on for this show. We just all over the place, but there goes the scroll, y'all, if y'all want to read it real quick. But we had a great time. Shout out Eric Kroon for coming on to the show. We had a great conversation, man. Good times throughout the football season, everybody. Thank you for everybody who came in to watch, showed us some love, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We thank y'all. We just getting started, baby. This is the second episode of the Sports Stats Live. We're going to keep it pushing every Tuesday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. maybe. We'll be live during the NFL season, all right? But other pre-recorded content will be coming. We'll have some Jaguar specials for the city. People who want to hear more Jacksonville Jaguar talk with Mr. Moodham Chains coming out later on this week, all right? So y'all be cool, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourselves. Thank you again for the support. Share the show. Share the show, man. Send it out to people who might like sports. Post it on your page. Show us some love and some support, man. We greatly appreciate anything that y'all are willing to give us, man. Y'all rock with us, dog, because we're going to keep growing and growing and growing, and really excited to see what this thing really turns into. Black, anything before we get out of here, man?
No, man, just appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. Y'all keep coming. Y'all keep rocking with us. We gonna keep giving y'all great content, man. Appreciate all the love and the support.
Absolutely. Rashad, anything before we get out, bro?
Nothing, man. It's football season, man. Everybody have a good time tomorrow. You know, you got something to do from now until the end of February. So we ain't got to worry about the dog days of summer no more. We ain't got to be doing all this stuff. We got football on the way tomorrow. So y'all enjoy. Appreciate everybody.
Everybody enjoys. Yes, NFL season kicks off tomorrow night. Chiefs, Lions in Kansas City. College football is running rampant. Like Rashad said, everybody enjoy. Last comment, Jook says, wait, do y'all believe in Colorado? Hey, Jook, go watch the first show last night. We opened up with Prime. Yeah, we believe. What you talking about, Jook? Yeah, we believe. Check out the first episode, man, and you'll see that we believe. Appreciate you, Jook. All right, y'all. Y'all be cool, man. We'll see y'all next week live, 7 o'clock Tuesday, NFL Talk. All right, y'all be cool.
Yes, sir.